You're watching KPVI News at 5. News that works for you.
Good evening and thanks for watching a special live edition of KPVI News at 5. We are live out here at the site of the groundbreaking that happened this afternoon for the Northgate Project. Perhaps you've heard of it. We'll start with an aerial tour of the Northgate Project via a drone to give you a good idea of the entire area. As you can see, this is where the groundbreaking took place, the white tent and the vehicles parked nearby. And this is a spot where developers say thousands of new homes will be built, along with businesses such as restaurants, hotels, and retail shops, along with a technology park. The Northgate Project is located just across the street northeast of the Pocatello Wellness Complex and the Bannock County Event Center, where Olympus Drive ends and Chubbuck Road ends. Now, before construction begins in earnest for the Northgate Project, the Northgate Interchange has to be built, and that'll take Siphon Road across Interstate 15 and into the project area. Now, the Northgate Project has been in the works for many years, all leading up to today, but it was the debut of sorts and the official groundbreaking. There was excitement in the air today as government and business leaders finally broke ground for what they promised to be a great opportunity for eastern Idaho. The Northgate Project will be built on the north end of Pocatello and East Chubbuck on the land off of Chubbuck Road. The development will include a 1 million square foot IT park, stores and restaurants, and 10,000 new homes. The Siphon Road interchange is also in the works, and that'll connect local roads to Interstate 15.
It was one of the biggest and best pieces of work that I've been able to do in my life. Putting together a public-private partnership with this kind of power and commitment is a pretty rare opportunity, so it's been amazing.
Now, both the mayors of Chubbuck, Pocatello, and the Bannock County Commissioners have been heavily involved in the process, and they say that they expect the development to do great things for their respective communities. Now, the Millennial Development Group wasn't able to give too many details on the plans for the project, but they do have a rough timeline. The first step will be building the Siphon Road interchange. That project is expected to be finished by August of next year. As for the Northgate community, there's still a lot of red tape to get through, and plans are a bit more cloudy. But the Millennial Group says that before they begin working, they need to finish applying for the development. More concrete plans for the project are expected to unfold over the next 5 to 10 years. Now, a project of this size and this magnitude does not happen overnight. It has been in the works for years. Did I say decades, maybe? Decades. We're joined by Bannock County Commissioner Evan Frazier right now. And just how long has this been in the works?
This started back in 1990. So this has been in the works for over 35 years. And the initial run at it came in 1994 when we almost put an exchange at Chubbuck Road. And that money ended up widening the interstate through the middle of Pocatello. And then this project is laid not dormant by any stretch, but because of the multiple nature of the ownership up here, it's been very difficult to put together. It really got new legs about 15 years ago. And in that time frame, they actually laid out a concept to do very similar to what's taking place now. Millennial just came along in the last couple years, but it's amazing how long this has been preserved for such a development. And it's so rare to have this large of area that's available for the size project that we're bringing in. And as you get, when people get a chance to come over and take a look and just see from the top of the hill all the way down to get an idea how big 10,000 acres is. And over the full build out, you are looking at 10,000 homes. The neat thing about this project is the involvement of the local community. We have the Portneuf Development Group that the land we're standing on is their land. So what we see from here all the way down the interstate is their project. And it's huge, and that's all locally controlled and locally owned. Now, past that, going up to the ridge, up to the north of us, that's where you get the millennial folks coming in. And that's where you have the high-tech, the retail. But you got to understand that the scope of it, this is not only a great project, public and private, but between Pocatello businesses that are established already here and outside developers that have the resources to pull this whole thing off.
All right. Commissioner Evan Frazier, thank you so much for your time. And can I dare say that you're a little excited about this project?
I tell you, it's been around since my involvement goes back to 1990, so it's fun to see it finally happen.
All right. Thank you so much, Commissioner Frazier, for stopping by today. We appreciate that. Now, in the public's reaction to the Northgate Project, it's been back and forth. Both people for and against the project have made their voices heard. KPVI News that works for you, reporter Paul Beam, joins us now in the studio with some of those viewers' comments.
Thank you, Matt. The story which we posted earlier in the week about the Northgate Project has received a lot of reaction online on both sides of the fence. On Facebook, Kathleen King said it's very sad for Pocatello. Several people don't want to see Pocatello lose its small town luster. She went on to say that Pocatello will grow and change, and probably not for the better. Increased air pollution, busier roads, crowded schools. Several others have responded, stating that they are looking forward to the project. Stacey Lewis Marshall stated, "I think it's a great news for Pocatello and Chubbuck. We've looked the same for the last 30 years, and it's time for some progress." And Rebecca McPherson said, "Looking forward to the ways in which this development can improve our city." No matter what your opinion on the project, make sure to have your voice heard by commenting on our Facebook page at facebook.com/KPVI6.
All right, thank you very much, Paul. And as you can see behind me, these clouds have been with us for much of the day today. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Iverson, who's in the studio. Doug.